Today I'm going to tell you how to answer the classic "why do you want to study at this university" question, and I'm going to be going through a model answer as well. So if you're interested, make sure you stick around throughout the whole video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Faris, I'm a third year dental student currently studying in the UK, and I know how hard the dental application system can be. Because of this, I'm trying to cover everything to do with the dental application process. So if you're interested in that, feel free to subscribe and smash that notification bell because it really helps my channel out and it makes sure that you can see all my videos. And without wasting any more time, let me fill you in on today's topic. See what I did there? Fill you in, teeth. Get it? Alright, ignore that. Anyway, let's go. Hi. So, starting up with the first aspect of the why dentistry question is location. Here's where you want to comment about what makes the university interesting based on its location or where it's found. So here you can talk about things such as demographics, interesting landmarks, transport links, and more. This is probably the easiest point to research and gives you the greatest amount of potential to make interesting links. For example, if you're applying to London, you can talk about how it's got such a diverse demographic with people from all different backgrounds, cultures, and religions. This is extremely attractive for a prospective dental student because this means that when you are at the dental school, you'll be exposed to people from all types of backgrounds from a very early age in a clinical setting, which will set you up well for real life practice where you'll be dealing with so many different types of patients. Another link that you can have for the London universities are their excellent transport links. The London Underground is great, of course, and no one ever has any problem or misses their lectures because the Jubilee line's been delayed for an hour. Yeah. Sometimes it sucks. Lastly, I'd probably focus on the interesting features of the city. Let's say you're going to a university like Plymouth, which isn't too far from the beach. You can talk about how being so close to the beach can actually be amazing for reducing stress. Or for any other university, you can talk about wanting to explore the city, finding out interesting locations and landmarks. This can be literally anywhere or anything, but try and think of a place that's cool or interesting about the city that you're in so that you can talk about it with a bit of passion when you're giving your answer. Following up from location, the next thing you really want to talk about is your course details. You should really be aware of your course details at the back of your hand because this is the way they're going to be taught over the next 5 years. Be aware of teaching style. Two very common ones are problem-based learning and integrated learning courses. These details are very easily found on the university website, so there's no excuse not to know them when you get into your interview. All you really have to do is go into the course details page of any of the dental schools you're applying to and you have all the information there. And just as a quick run through of those two common teaching styles, with PBL you'll usually be given a case study and have to work backwards with your tutor to work out the cause of the issue. On top of this, you're encouraged to work collaboratively with your group, and this could potentially be used as a way to mimic the idea of working in a multidisciplinary team when you get into dental practice. Personally, when I was applying to university, I didn't really like the PBL courses, and I only really knew that I wouldn't like the teaching style because I did my own research beforehand. It's really important to remember that dentistry isn't a one-size-fits-all degree. Everyone learns very differently. Integrated courses are a little different. They're built upon the principles of exposing scientific research alongside clinical teaching. This means that there's a merge of the two disciplines while you're being taught at university. This is kind of a break from the traditional teaching style, where usually you'd just be taught the sciencey stuff first, and then you'd have to apply that information in full in your clinical practice. This was the type of teaching that appealed to me the most when I was applying, and is actually the way that I get taught at my current university. On top of just knowing the teaching styles though, I think you should be aware of some other factors when it comes to the course details. I'd say you should really be aware of when you get clinical exposure, so finding out if it's your first year, second year, third year of dentistry. And you should be aware of the assessment style, so look at coursework, look at how many essays you'd have to do, look if you're doing multiple choice questions. One little point I'd like to add on to this actually is the idea that while you're on the university website, have a look at the different pieces of research that they're doing, and then mention the fact that you've actually read up some of these interesting articles and maybe named up a lecturer or two. You can also link this to the idea of dentistry being a lifelong learning career, and enjoy the fact that the university encompasses and promotes these values to their research. But I'd only do this if you genuinely find a piece of research you enjoy. Don't try and force something you're not interested about because the interviewers will be able to tell. If you guys have made it this far, I'm actually going to announce a little giveaway for you. I've recently hit 1,000 subscribers and it's something that I'm really proud of, and I really want to give back to all my viewers that really enjoy my content. So as I know a lot of you have got your interviews coming up soon, I'm actually going to be giving away 5 free interview sessions. These will be 1 hour mock interviews that will be one-to-one with me. So I'll be picking 5 winners for this giveaway and each one will get one of the sessions. And if you are interested in this giveaway, follow the instructions here. And I'll be announcing the winners a week from now on my Instagram, so make sure you follow that. It's important to remember that uni isn't all about work, work, work. As much as dentistry is a content-heavy degree, trying to rely on just cruising through dentistry with just a book and a pen to guide you is going to land you in a spiral of despair quicker than you can say caries. And your interviewers are aware of the fact that the degree is stressful and you need to have a social life around it. They want to see evidence of your social skills and what you want to do outside of just the dental degree. One way you can do this is by going onto the student union sites of all the different universities you're applying to and seeing what societies are actually offered at the university. You should have a mix of societies that you look at. There should be a mix of things that you have hobbies of, and you should also be looking at new societies, things that you haven't tried before, maybe, gaining a new skill or two. Mentioning the social aspect of the university will allow you to make really interesting links to things such as stress management, work-life balance, and your ability to manage your time. All of these skills are essential if you want to be a good dentist in the future. And it's going to give you the edge over those candidates that literally just revise the course details and tell the interviewer, oh, I know that in the course there's exactly 2.8 weeks of orthodontic. Remember, dental students aren't robots. We do have a social life as well as our work life. And last but by no means least, I'd say make sure that you evaluate the university. Don't just mention all the good things about the university. You need to make the interviewer aware that you know that there will be some challenges if you pick this university over others. For example, sticking with the London theme, you could talk about how cost of living is very high. These are real problems and real things that you have to think about when you're choosing a university. This will really show the interviewer that you've really evaluated the university, you've put a lot of thought into applying to this uni. Don't do what I did and just apply to a university because you looked at the world rankings and saw it was one of the best. Even though, it's quite cool, it shouldn't be a main factor when it comes to deciding the university you want, because a lot of the time these ranking tables are quite skewed and they're not very accurate. Additionally, you might be thinking, well, if I mention the negatives, surely that's a bad thing because I'm showing that I don't want to come to this university. And the way you combat this is by not leaving your negatives open-ended. You need to show the interviewer that you're aware of the negatives, but you have a plan in mind to help remedy the problems that you may face. For example, if we're talking about high cost of rent in London, you could say something like, well, for the first year, I'm planning to live in university accommodation or live with friends so I can split the costs of accommodation. Don't try and end your answer on a negative note because you still want to show the interviewer that you really want to go to the university. So now that we've gone through the best tips to answer that style of question, it's time to go through a model answer. So follow me to the interview room. Hello there guys, so just before we begin, let me introduce you to... Hi, I'm Dr Elsayad. You know I was literally just about to introduce you there. Can you wait like 1 second?
No, I'm a doctor, I can speak when I want.
Well, you're a dentist, you're not a doctor then. They're different things.
Same thing, actually.
No, they're not the same. One's a doctor, one's a dentist, but whatever, believe what you want to believe. Anyway, let's just get into the question. Got a bit of an ego on him.
Alright, mate. Okay, anyways, so a question for you is, why do you want to study dentistry here at this university?
Answer that. So, first and foremost, I'd probably say the thing that draws me the most to this university is its amazing emphasis on dental research. I really think that dental research is extremely important as it allows for the degree of dentistry and it allows for the career of a dentist to be really full of many advancements, and it really catalyzes the career as a whole. And I really feel that by emphasizing this importance of dental research from a young age within university, it really helps students like myself understand and respect the principles of evidence-based learning and evidence-based dentistry as a whole. And this is something I really cannot wait, and I'm very excited to be a part of. On top of this, I think it's absolutely fantastic that I'll be taught by some of the top researchers and lecturers when it comes to these up-to-date topics. And I really believe that being on top of the most recent dental advancements is very important, as it will carry on these amazing qualities that I must have as a dentist further forward, especially when implementing things such as continued professional development down the line. So that's something I'm really excited about. And just to be taught by some of these world-class teachers and lecturers is something that I find really interesting. And building upon this idea of just dental research, I really also believe that the teaching style really suits my style. I really love the integrated course of the degree. I love how there is a merging between just scientific research and understanding and clinical exposure at the same time, contrasted to the more traditional approach where one would just learn the science beforehand and then have to apply that in full in a clinical setting after. I really feel that this has shown a modernization of the teaching style and the teaching structure, and it suits someone like me. Furthermore, I really feel like by having very early clinical exposure, it will help me develop my manual dexterity and communication skills from a very young age, especially with dealing with different patients from different backgrounds and making me a more complete dentist in the future.
Yeah, so something I'd like to explore further is how will you deal with some of the stresses of this highly intense course? What do you think?
So I would probably say that the way that I deal with stress and the way that I think one should be dealing with stress when it comes to university is by doing things that allow for a better work-life balance. I really do want to get involved with as many societies as possible from a variety of different backgrounds. I'd love to look more into my cultural roots when joining Arab society, and even explore some of my older hobbies like playing the guitar by joining the various musical societies at the university. This is something that I think is crucial in the development of a dental student and in the development of stress management, because this is something that doesn't just stop once one has graduated, but continues in your career as a dentist as well. And I really do feel that it will help me develop essential organisation, time management skills, and stress management skills, which are all going to be super important in the future.
Okay, great. Is there anything else you'd like to add to either of your answers?
I would say one other thing that I think is very interesting about this university is its location. So I really love the fact that by being able to study in London, I'm going to be able to deal with patients from all different demographics and backgrounds, and due to the diverse nature of London, it's something that is going to allow me to deal with these different people, and this is something that's going to prepare me for the real world when I do enter the dental field. Being able to deal with people from different demographics, different cultures, backgrounds, etc. will mean that I'll be more
adapted and tolerant of different backgrounds and understand the challenges that I may face and be able to deal with them accordingly in an empathetic and professional manner. And this is something that I think is very, very important to be accustomed to from a young age, as patient exposure and understanding difficult situations can really make or break a dentist in the future. Furthermore, I really love the fantastic transport links that are had at this university. I will be commuting from home, and this is something that was worrying me a bit, but after doing some research and finding the amazing transport links, this is something that really, really reassures me and makes me really excited to come and study here. And I've heard that the local markets are fantastic to get some food as well, so can't wait to try that. Sure, great. Thank you very much for that, and have a lovely day. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Now, if you enjoyed that answer in this video, make sure you check out my interview playlist that will be right over here. Has a load of videos that you guys can check out if you've got your interviews coming up soon. And I also announced a little giveaway somewhere in this video, so make sure you find that and follow the instructions if you're interested in unlocking some free one-to-one mock interview sessions with me. And if you did enjoy that video, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and pulverize that notification bell to stay up to date with all my videos. And let me know in the comments down below, who do you like more, Dr Elsayad or FarisDent? Who's the better one? I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a great day.